Hello everyone. Sorry that I am a little bit late this week with the wrap-ups, but I've been like extremely busy. So let's do it now. So regarding the enabling the decision making, okay, here the point in which the user is already in the product page in the description, and the next action that we want users to take is click on the add to cart. Okay, so what are the key elements to foster people doing that? Number one is that the product name or the brand name is very clear. Number two, A2B, you mentioned that, has to do with high quality images, because one of the key barriers for buying shoes online is that you cannot touch them, but with these high quality images and from different angles and so on, you almost have the feeling of touching that, okay? So that is very, very important. Barbara, as you said, also the video helps a lot, because in the video, as you've seen, you can flex the shoe and get an idea of how flexible or light it is. So all these things help to create trust at this point. Sona, you mentioned the total price is very important, that we include here total price plus shipping cost if they were, plus taxes, plus everything. So one of the worst experiences that users have is with these low-cost air flight companies, in which you start with one price and you keep during the purchasing process and you end up with a very different price. So it's better in terms of user experience to provide them with the total final price. Stock availability. I mean, if there is a problem of the stock, it's better that you inform them at this point, not when they do the checkout process or whatever, or even afterwards. Some companies do that. And the idea of putting like 2 units left or something like that, that creates a sense of urgency, of opportunity, of bargain. So that is even useful in that sense. Then number 6 has to do with what you were saying, Karen, about the description. And the description here, they do it very well, because they put like 3 bullets, so it's not like too much. So you get an idea of how what the key attributes of the products are, but then you can click on read more, and then you get a longer description of the item. So this description is not necessarily for the general average user, is more either for the highly technical kinds of shoes or whatever, or especially for SEO. Okay, so you include here a lot of content that helps a lot to position your products on Google, and that's very important. Then you didn't mention that, but the ratings and the reviews provided by other users, that is another element for creating trust. And then Connie, you were talking about the related products that appear at the right column and at the bottom. Okay, so at this moment, it is a good idea to offer other alternative products, or like the algorithm of Zappos or Amazon, like people who bought this also bought that. So just in case they are not sure, you offer other alternatives. A clear call to action, Ana Carolina, you were talking about this, no? So it's in the right hand side, and it's, this is the question of green or orange, and I'm sure that Zappos has A/B tested, and it seems that green is working better, so that's the right decision. Again, there's no room for guessing here. It's about testing, measuring, and optimizing, okay? And finally, the saving and sharing, okay? So you have the possibility of putting that in your wish list, because maybe if you are not sure, adding to the cart might sound like very aggressive. And of course, sharing with other friends, because many of the purchasing decisions have a social component. So those are some of the key factors, many of them you mentioned. And we are now with, so let's assume that 50%, some of you were talking about this kind of percentage, 50% of the people click on the add to cart button. So now we are with 31 people. We started with 100, now we are with 31. So let's go now to the next step.